Have you ever stopped and wondered whether the nuts you have always believed to be golden foods for health could actually be quietly making your body weaker each day? Imagine a morning when simply standing up and taking a few steps makes your knees tremble. Your muscles feel powerless, and every single step becomes a painful challenge. What is even more frightening is that the culprit is not just your age, but the very snack you have always thought was harmless. For millions of older adults across the United States, eating the wrong kind of nuts is silently destroying muscle, causing hidden inflammation, and stealing away their agility, strength, and freedom of movement every single day. In today's video, I will expose 3 harmful types of nuts you must cut out immediately to protect your legs and your heart. At the same time, I will share 3 savior nuts that help keep your body strong, flexible, and able to maintain independence with every step you take. This is not just a story about nutrition. It is the key to taking control of your future and preventing your precious years from being quietly stolen. Before we begin, if this is your first time visiting the channel, do not forget to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss other important health tips. If you find this content helpful, type the number 1 in the comments, and if it does not convince you, type the number 0 so I know how to improve for you. Cashews, the silent thief that steals calcium from your body. Many people still believe that cashews are the perfect snack, delicious and good for the heart. But the lesser-known truth is that this nut can quietly reduce the calcium your body needs to maintain strong bones and healthy teeth. The reason lies in the relatively high amount of oxalates found in cashews. Once inside the digestive tract, oxalates tend to lock onto calcium, preventing your body from fully absorbing this essential mineral. Instead of nourishing your bones and teeth, that calcium gets trapped and flushed out through the excretory system. If this deficiency continues over time, the body will be forced to draw calcium from your bones to compensate, gradually making them thinner, weaker, and more prone to fractures. The result is a higher risk of osteoporosis, joint pain, loose teeth, and even broken bones from minor bumps. Worse still, when oxalates combine with calcium in the body, they can form calcium oxalate crystals, the main culprit behind kidney stones, which cause severe pain and sometimes require medical intervention to remove. What is even more concerning is that many people make a habit of eating large amounts of cashews daily, thinking they are only beneficial. But combined with a diet lacking in calcium-rich foods or vitamin D, this can easily push the body into a serious mineral imbalance. To protect your bones and kidneys, experts recommend avoiding overconsumption of cashews. Eat them in moderation and mix in a variety of other nuts. At the same time, prioritize foods rich in easily absorbed calcium, such as milk, cheese, small fish eaten with bones, or leafy green vegetables. And do not forget to get sensible sun exposure so your body can naturally produce vitamin D, which supports better calcium absorption. Cashews are not necessarily the villain, but if you eat them excessively while neglecting nutritional balance, they can indeed become a silent calcium thief, weakening your bones and increasing the risk of fractures and kidney stones over time. Pecans, the silent thief that steals your phosphorus. Do you love pecans for their rich, buttery flavor and delightful crunch? This nut often appears in baked goods, desserts, or simply as a snack many believe is both delicious and healthy. But the truth behind that tempting appearance may surprise you. Pecans could be quietly robbing you of phosphorus, a mineral essential for keeping your bones strong and your body full of energy. The reason lies in a compound called phytic acid, which is found in significant amounts in pecans. The name may sound harmless, but in reality, phytic acid acts like a magnet that locks onto vital minerals, especially phosphorus. When you eat pecans, most of the phosphorus in them, and even from other foods you consume at the same time, becomes locked away and unavailable for absorption. The minerals that should be nourishing your bones and powering your body are instead wasted and excreted. Phosphorus plays an extremely important role, not only in keeping bones and teeth strong, but also in helping the body produce energy from food, maintain DNA structure, and repair damage. So what happens if you are deficient in phosphorus for a long time? Your bones may weaken and break more easily. Your body can feel tired and exhausted, and your ability to recover may slow down significantly. Unfortunately, Many people believe that eating pecans is a good way to add minerals to the body. In reality, most of those minerals are not absorbed but wasted due to the phytic acid in these nuts. This does not mean you have to completely eliminate pecans from your diet. But eat them in moderation. And if possible, soak or roast them before eating to reduce the phytic acid content, making it easier for your body to absorb minerals. Also, remember to get phosphorus from other nutrient-rich, easily absorbed sources such as meat, fish, eggs, and milk, to keep your bones strong and your body energized. Pecans may be an irresistible treat, but if you do not eat them the right way, they can easily become a silent phosphorus thief, making you pay the price with your bone health and physical strength. Peanuts, the silent destroyer of strength within your body. Peanuts are everywhere, at parties, in snack bowls, spread on bread, or packed into energy bars you might think are healthy. They are praised as affordable, tasty, and heart-friendly. But for older adults, the truth behind this familiar food is far more alarming. Peanuts may be quietly draining your strength, eroding your vitality, and accelerating the decline you are trying to fight against every single day. At first glance, peanuts do not seem dangerous at all, and many people believe they are nutritious. But in reality, they are not true nuts. They are legumes that grow underground, an environment that makes them highly susceptible to mold contamination, which can produce aflatoxin, a toxin extremely harmful to the body. As you age, your liver's detoxification ability decreases, allowing these toxins to accumulate more easily, causing slow, hidden liver damage, increasing the risk of cancer, and speeding up the aging of your cells. Little by little, your muscle strength, cardiovascular health, and immune defenses are worn away without you even realizing it. That is not all. Peanuts contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which can promote inflammation if not balanced with enough omega-3. Chronic inflammation is the culprit behind joint pain, hardened arteries, and gradually weakening muscles, turning simple tasks like standing up, climbing stairs, or keeping your balance into painful challenges. If you are taking blood-thinning medication, peanuts also pose another hidden risk. Their vitamin K content can reduce the effectiveness of the medication, potentially leading to dangerous blood clots or unexpected bleeding. Even peanut butter, often marketed as convenient and healthy, is not as safe as it seems. Most products on the market contain hydrogenated oils, excess sugar, and excessive salt, all of which can raise blood pressure, accelerate heart disease, and cause blood vessels to age prematurely. The danger from peanuts is not limited to just one part of the body. They can weaken your legs, damage your heart, affect your brain, and shorten your healthy lifespan, stealing away your independence and precious moments with loved ones day by day. A food that seems harmless could ultimately leave you dependent on a cane, confined to a wheelchair, or even spending extended stays in the hospital. And peanuts are not the only villain in disguise. Coming up next, another seemingly harmless nut will send shivers down your spine once you discover the truth. It could be silently threatening your health and flexibility every single day. Salted roasted sunflower seeds, small but packed with trouble. You know, salted roasted sunflower seeds are a familiar snack across the United States, from baseball stadiums to the couch in the living room. From outdoor gatherings to quiet nights watching TV alone. They are small, easy to eat, easy to buy, and oddly addictive. Your hands keep cracking them open. Your mouth keeps chewing, and before you know it, the bag is empty. Many people over 60 have this as an almost unshakable habit. They say it helps pass the time, keeps their mouth busy, and brings a sense of relaxation as they crack and eat. But what few realize is that this small habit, when done daily, can quietly cause a host of health problems, especially for older adults. The first reason is the salt content, or more precisely, the sodium, in salted roasted sunflower seeds. Salt may seem harmless, but for seniors, it can be a double-edged sword. A medium-sized bag of salted sunflower seeds can contain about 200 to 300 milligrams of sodium, and some heavily salted varieties can reach 500 to 600 milligrams. That may not sound like much, but remember that older adults are generally advised to limit sodium intake to about 1.500 milligrams per day to protect heart and kidney health. That means just one snacking session could take up 1/3 or even nearly half of your safe limit, and that is without counting the sodium from bread, soups, cold cuts, cheese, and dozens of other foods throughout the day. The danger is that salt does not cause immediate symptoms. It accumulates gradually, silently raising blood pressure, forcing the heart to work harder, damaging blood vessel walls, and, if kidneys are already weak, leading to swelling and fatigue. For those on blood pressure medication, a salty diet can even reduce the effectiveness of the drugs, making treatment less effective. The second danger is the "can't stop eating" trap. The light saltiness combined with the need to crack each seed tricks your brain into thinking you are eating very little. But in reality, by the end of a movie, you may have eaten the equivalent of a full extra meal. 1 cup of shelled sunflower seeds contains about 270 to 300 calories. And for people over 60, with slower metabolism and less physical activity, those calories can easily turn into gradual weight gain. Belly fat increases, blood sugar rises more easily, and with it comes a higher risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. As for digestion, sunflower seeds are high in fiber, but if you eat a lot without drinking enough water, that fiber can cause bloating or constipation, especially in people who are not physically active. Another overlooked point is seed quality. If stored improperly, sunflower seeds can develop mold, and Aspergillus mold can produce aflatoxin, a toxin harmful to the liver and linked to liver cancer with long-term exposure. Food safety standards in the United States are high, but not perfect, especially if you buy seeds that have been packaged for a long time or from unclear sources. That said, sunflower seeds are not the enemy. In fact, if you choose unsalted, lightly roasted seeds and eat them in moderation, they can be healthy, rich in vitamin E, magnesium, zinc, and heart-healthy fats. But when too much salt is added, those benefits are overshadowed by the risks. It is like a good friend who has been led astray by salt and starts developing bad habits. I remember a neighbor in California, 68 years old, who loved salted sunflower seeds so much that he ate them every day. He said his mouth felt restless without them. But then his blood pressure went up, and his doctor had to increase his medication dosage. When the doctor asked more questions, they discovered he had been consuming nearly 1.000 milligrams of sodium each day just from sunflower seeds. After switching to unsalted seeds and drinking more water, his blood pressure stabilized, he slept better, and he felt lighter. If you also eat salted roasted sunflower seeds regularly, the simplest way to protect your health is to switch to unsalted or low-salt versions. At first, they may taste bland, but after a few weeks, you will get used to it. Do not leave the whole bag in front of you. Take a handful and put the rest away. You can sprinkle them on salads, yogurt, or oatmeal for flavor while controlling your portion. If you eat out of boredom, try fresh fruit, unsalted walnuts, almonds, or simply drink water instead. Changing the way you eat salted sunflower seeds may not feel like a big decision, but it is one small piece of the puzzle in protecting your heart, kidneys, blood pressure, and long-term health. So next time you pick up a bag of salted roasted sunflower seeds, remember, less salt today means more health tomorrow. You can still enjoy them, just make sure you are in control, not the snack. Macadamia nuts, a hidden danger for older adults. When it comes to more luxurious snack nuts, macadamia nuts often come to mind. In the United States, they are considered premium, with a high price tag, a rich buttery flavor, and a soft crunch that keeps you coming back for more. Many older adults like to give macadamias as gifts or buy them occasionally for what they believe to be a rich and nourishing treat. But it is exactly that rich and nourishing idea that needs a closer look. Macadamia nuts are extremely high in fat. Nearly 75% of their weight is fat, most of which is monounsaturated fat, which is good for the heart when eaten in moderation. The problem is that at age 60 and above, the body's ability to metabolize fat slows down, and excess calories are more easily stored as belly fat and blood lipids. Just a small handful of about 10 to 12 macadamia nuts contains more than 200 calories. If you eat them freely every day without cutting back on calories elsewhere, you will quickly notice your weight creeping up, your clothes fitting tighter, and your cholesterol numbers rising. For those with high cholesterol or fatty liver disease, eating large amounts of macadamias regularly can make matters worse. There is another issue. Macadamias are often sold roasted in butter, salted, or coated with sugar for added flavor. This means that, on top of their already high fat content, you are also consuming extra sugar or sodium, which adds strain to the heart and increases blood pressure. Older adults, especially those with underlying conditions, may find it harder to keep blood pressure under control if they eat salted macadamias often. I remember a friend of my mother's in Texas, 65 years old, who loved salted butter roasted macadamias. She would buy large containers, keep them on the coffee table, offer them to guests, and grab just a few for herself each time she passed by. The problem was that a few each time, multiplied by a dozen or more times a day, added up to nearly half the container. The result? After a few months, her weight was up by about 9 to 11 pounds. Her cholesterol was higher at her next checkup, and her doctor told her to cut back on high-fat nuts. She switched to unsalted raw macadamias, ate them every other day, and added daily walks. Over time, her health numbers returned to normal. Macadamia nuts are not inherently bad, but at 60 and beyond, what matters most is portion size and preparation. If you want to enjoy them, choose raw or lightly roasted unsalted macadamias. Limit yourself to about 8 to 10 nuts per serving, no more than 2 to 3 times a week. That way, you can enjoy the benefits of their healthy fats without letting excess calories and total fat put pressure on your heart, liver, and blood vessels. And remember, macadamias are rich and buttery, but so are their calories, so keep the flavor satisfying. And let your health be the one truly well-nourished in the long run. We have now gone through the nuts that older adults should limit or avoid to protect their health. But the story does not end there. The world of nuts is much like people, where there are troublemakers, there are also friends. Alongside the silent culprits that cause harm, there are small yet powerful allies that not only taste good but also help keep your heart healthier, your bones stronger, your memory sharper, and your sleep deeper. When chosen wisely and eaten the right way, these nuts can become loyal companions, supporting us in living well and joyfully throughout our golden years. Walnuts, the guardian of memory and mobility. Have you ever felt that fear when a precious memory suddenly slips away from your mind? Or when a thought you just had vanishes, leaving behind an empty space that makes you confused and worried? That is the silent shadow that aging brings: fading memory, reduced focus, and little by little, the loss of control over your own life. But nature has blessed us with a small gift shaped like a miniature brain, the walnut. And it is no coincidence that it looks so much like the human brain. Beneath its hard shell lies a treasure trove of nutrients, especially omega-3 fatty acids, the essential fuel your brain needs to run smoothly. These healthy fats are like lubrication for your neurons, helping them transmit signals faster, supporting memory and concentration even when time tries to take them away from you. Walnuts are not only good for the mind but also a wonderful ally for legs and joints that are becoming stiffer with age. They contain ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid with powerful anti-inflammatory effects, helping to ease joint pain, reduce swelling, and keep your joints flexible. This makes every step lighter and no longer a daily battle against discomfort. In addition, walnuts are rich in polyphenols, potent antioxidants that protect nerve cells from damage caused by free radicals, the main culprits behind Alzheimer's disease and many other forms of dementia. Eating walnuts regularly is like building a shield around your brain, keeping it sharp and alert so you can still remember the faces you love and the cherished stories of your life. It does not stop there. Walnuts can also support better sleep, an important factor in allowing your brain to rest and regenerate after a long day. They naturally contain melatonin and tryptophan, which help you relax, drift into deep sleep, and wake up with a clearer mind. Every walnut you eat is not just a tasty snack, it is an investment in your future. A future where you can still walk freely, remember the things that matter most, and savor every moment with your loved ones without being held back by memory loss or joint pain. And this journey is not over yet. There is still a nut even more powerful, one that not only protects your brain and muscles but also keeps your heart strong and extends your life. Let us discover that silent warrior next. Chia seeds, tiny, yet a treasure for your health. You know, there are some things in life so small that we easily overlook them. Yet inside they hold a treasure for our health. Chia seeds are one of those little gems. They are tiny, feather-light, black or white, and if you do not pay attention, you might mistake them for specks of dust. But just drop them into a glass of water and you will see the magic. Each seed swells up, surrounded by a soft, clear gel. It looks simple, but that gel is the key to a whole range of health benefits, especially for those over 60. In the United States, chia seeds have become a superfood, loved by nutritionists, fitness coaches, and home cooks alike. For older adults, they are like a quiet friend, not flashy, not loud, but helping your body stay healthier every single day. The first thing worth mentioning about chia seeds is their fiber content. A serving of about 1 ounce, roughly 2 tablespoons, contains around 10 to 11 grams of fiber, which is nearly 1/3 of the daily fiber needs for adults. And most of this is soluble fiber. Once inside your body, soluble fiber absorbs water, forming a gel in the intestines that slows down digestion. The result? Your blood sugar does not spike, and you feel full longer. For older adults, especially those managing weight or blood sugar, this is a golden benefit. Feeling full helps you avoid unnecessary snacking, while stable blood sugar reduces strain on the pancreas and supports type 2 diabetes control. On top of that, chia seeds are an excellent plant-based source of omega-3. In 1 ounce, you get about 5 grams of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 that fights inflammation, protects the heart, and supports brain health. Many people think only salmon or mackerel have omega-3, but chia seeds prove that plants can provide this precious fat, too. When it comes to protein, chia seeds deliver about 4.7 grams per ounce, not bad for something so small. This is important because as we age, the body loses muscle faster, and protein synthesis becomes less efficient. Adding protein from multiple sources, including plants, is essential to maintaining muscle strength and flexibility. Chia seeds are also a compact package of minerals. They are rich in calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. Calcium and magnesium are the golden duo for strong bones, reducing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures, common issues for those over 60. Phosphorus helps generate energy and maintain dental health, while zinc supports the immune system, helping your body fight off illness. Another interesting feature of chia seeds is their ability to retain water. When soaked, they absorb many times their weight in liquid, forming that gel coating. Once eaten, this gel helps your body retain hydration longer. This is especially valuable for older adults, whose sense of thirst may be less sharp, making dehydration more likely without them realizing it. Even mild, ongoing dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, constipation, and even affect memory and balance. So how should you eat chia seeds? The good news is they are incredibly easy to add to your diet. You can sprinkle a spoonful over your morning oatmeal, mix them into yogurt with fresh fruit, or make chia pudding by soaking them overnight in almond milk with a touch of honey. If you like smoothies, toss in a spoonful along with bananas, strawberries, and milk, delicious and nourishing. Some people even add chia seeds to a water bottle to sip throughout the day, getting both fiber and omega-3 on the go. I remember meeting a 72-year-old man in Florida who used to struggle with constipation, fluctuating blood sugar, and constant fatigue. His daughter read about chia seeds and bought him a bag. He started each morning with a glass of lemon and honey water mixed with a spoonful of soaked chia seeds. After about 2 months, he said he felt lighter. His digestion was regular, he slept better, and his latest blood sugar test was much more stable. He laughed and said, "I never thought something this tiny could do so much." That is the power of small but consistent changes. If I had to compare, chia seeds are like a quiet housekeeper for your health. They do not draw attention. They do not change the flavor of your food much, but they quietly improve multiple aspects of your well-being. Just by adding a little to your daily diet, you can significantly boost your intake of fiber, omega-3, protein, and minerals, without worrying about sugar, bad cholesterol, or saturated fats. Another great thing is that chia seeds have a long shelf life. Need no refrigeration, and in the United States, they are quite affordable for the benefits they offer. You can buy a large bag, store it in an airtight container, and use it for months without losing quality. There are not many foods that are this affordable, nutritious, and easy to prepare. So, if you are looking for a simple, safe way to support your heart, bones, brain, and digestion, make friends with chia seeds. Tiny but mighty. That is the shortest way to describe them. And who knows, after a short time, you might find yourself wondering why you did not start eating chia seeds sooner. Almonds, the silent shield for strong bones, powerful muscles, and an energetic old age. As we grow older, every step we take and every familiar movement becomes more precious than ever. But time never stops, and it quietly weakens our bones, shrinks our muscles, and turns every fall or bump into a real threat. Many people over 60 face the possibility of losing their independence because of just one fracture or legs that can no longer carry their body. Yet there is one small nut that carries the power of a natural armor, the almond. More than just a crunchy snack, almonds are a steadfast companion in keeping your bones solid, your muscles strong, and your confidence alive with every step you take. Each almond is packed with calcium and magnesium, the golden mineral duo that builds sturdy bones and prevents osteoporosis. Calcium strengthens every bone cell, while magnesium acts like a guide, ensuring calcium goes to the right places and does not stray into the arteries where it could cause harm. But almonds do not just work for your bones, they are also fuel for your muscles. With high-quality plant protein and healthy fats, they help older adults maintain muscle strength, the key to climbing stairs with ease, lifting a grandchild into your arms, and preserving your independence. On top of that, the fiber in almonds helps your digestive system work smoothly, so you avoid the heavy, sluggish feeling that can drag you down all day. And that is not all. Almonds quietly protect your heart from some of the most dangerous diseases of old age. Their monounsaturated fats help lower bad cholesterol, keep your arteries clear, and reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Beneath their thin skin lies a treasure trove of antioxidants, guarding every brain cell, keeping your memory sharp, your mood steady, and your reflexes quick even as the years go by. Every time you choose a handful of almonds instead of another snack, you are giving yourself a natural, health boost, strengthening your bones, nourishing your muscles, protecting your heart, and keeping your mind bright. It is the simplest way to make old age not a time of weakness, but a journey filled with vitality and the joy of owning your body. As the years pass, the body is no longer the perfect machine it was in youth. Bones once strong now turn brittle, muscles lose their power, memories slip away like the wind, and heart disease lurks quietly in the background. People often say nuts are good for health, but few realize that not all nuts are friends to the aging body. Some, though seemingly nutritious, quietly take away precious minerals, speeding up aging and weakening you day by day. Just one small change in your daily snack choice can rewrite your future, a future where you still walk with strength. Remember every cherished memory, and enjoy a healthy, independent, and happy later life. Age is something we cannot control, but how we age is in our hands, starting with a simple decision today. Choose nuts that truly bring strength and resilience to your golden years. Pumpkin seeds, precious nutrition for those over 60. In the United States, there is a seed that shows up everywhere in autumn, from kitchen counters and backyard gardens to supermarket shelves, the pumpkin seed. Every Halloween, people carve pumpkins into lanterns, and the seeds inside are often rinsed, roasted, and eaten, but few realize that these tiny seeds, especially the shelled green variety known as pepitas, are a true nutritional treasure, especially for those over 60. First, there is magnesium, a mineral that many Americans, particularly older adults, do not get enough of. Just 1/4 cup of pepitas provides nearly 40% of the daily magnesium requirement. Magnesium plays a role in more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body, from regulating blood pressure and controlling blood sugar to supporting muscle and nerve function. Studies show that getting enough magnesium can lower the risk of heart disease, stroke, and osteoporosis, 3 major concerns for people over 60. Next comes zinc, a trace mineral that boosts the immune system, supports wound healing, and keeps your sense of taste and smell sharp. As we age, the body absorbs zinc less efficiently, even though the need remains high. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of zinc, helping to fill that gap. Zinc is also linked to prostate health in men, something many men over 60 begin to pay attention to. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in healthy fats, mostly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are good for the heart, help lower bad cholesterol, and increase good cholesterol, HDL. This matters when you realize that heart disease is still the leading cause of death in the United States, especially among older adults. In addition, pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols, plant compounds that help prevent excessive cholesterol absorption. For those who struggle with insomnia or poor quality sleep, pumpkin seeds have a secret weapon: tryptophan, an amino acid the body uses to produce serotonin, which then converts into melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Eating a small amount of pumpkin seeds in the evening, paired with a light source of carbohydrates, can help the body relax and promote deeper sleep. Since older adults are more prone to sleep disturbances, this is a natural, safe tip that avoids the need for sleeping pills. On top of that, pumpkin seeds are a source of powerful antioxidants such as vitamin E and carotenoids, which help reduce inflammation and protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. This is particularly important for older adults, as the body is more prone to chronic inflammation, a factor in many diseases including heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. Pumpkin seeds are incredibly versatile. You can eat them raw, lightly roasted, or sprinkle them over salads, oatmeal, or yogurt. Many Americans grind pumpkin seeds into pumpkin seed butter to spread on whole grain bread, a great alternative to peanut butter that still delivers rich nutrition. I remember John, a 67-year-old from Colorado. He had high blood pressure and trouble sleeping. After reading an article about tryptophan in pumpkin seeds, he decided to eat a small handful of unsalted roasted pumpkin seeds each evening. Just a few weeks later, he found it easier to fall asleep, and his blood pressure was more stable at his next checkup. Smiling, he said, "I just changed my snack, and my health noticeably improved." That is the power of a smart swap, replacing salty or sugary snacks with a natural, nutrient-rich seed. If you are over 60, pumpkin seeds can be a small but important part of your diet. About 1 ounce, a small handful, per day is enough to enjoy their benefits without excess calories. Pair them with other nuts like almonds, walnuts, and chia seeds for a wider range of nutrients that support your heart, brain, bones, and sleep. Remember, good health in later life does not come from one big change, but from small habits repeated daily. A handful of pumpkin seeds each day, tiny and simple, can help you live healthier, sleep better, and fully enjoy your golden years. Chestnuts, a friendly companion for the golden years. In the world of nuts, chestnuts are something of an interesting exception. While most nuts we know, like almonds, walnuts, and macadamias, are high in fat and calories, chestnuts are quite different. They are modest in fat content but generous in starches and vitamins. In the United States, chestnuts often make their appearance in winter, especially during Christmas, when people roast them over an open fire, filling the kitchen with their warm aroma. For older adults, chestnuts are both a nostalgic treat and a gentle, easily digestible source of nutrition when eaten the right way. The first notable difference is that chestnuts are low in fat. A 100-gram serving of boiled chestnuts contains only about 2 grams of fat. This means they provide fewer calories, helping older adults manage their weight more easily, especially those who need to keep an eye on cholesterol or fatty liver. But low fat does not mean less nutritious. Chestnuts are rich in complex carbohydrates, the kind of starch that releases energy slowly, helping to maintain steady blood sugar levels and providing long-lasting energy throughout the day. This is particularly helpful for older adults who need a steady energy source without sudden spikes or drops in blood sugar. Chestnuts are also surprisingly rich in vitamin C, something rare among nuts. Just 100 grams of fresh chestnuts provides about 20 to 25% of your daily vitamin C needs, helping boost immunity. protect blood vessels, and support collagen production for healthy skin and bones. They also contain B vitamins like B1 and B6, which are essential for energy metabolism and nerve health. When it comes to minerals, chestnuts provide potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, balance electrolytes, and reduce strain on the heart. Magnesium and phosphorus support bone and muscle health, while copper and manganese help the body produce antioxidant enzymes that protect cells from premature aging. This is especially important for older adults, as oxidation and chronic inflammation are underlying causes of many age-related diseases. Chestnuts are also good for digestion thanks to their notable fiber content. Eating chestnuts can help keep bowel movements regular and reduce constipation, a common concern for older adults. Fiber also nourishes beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn supports the immune system. I remember Mary, a 70-year-old from New York, telling me that every winter, her son would bring home a bag of fresh chestnuts. She would boil them and portion them out to enjoy over time. She said that compared to richer, oilier nuts, chestnuts felt lighter on her stomach yet still kept her full for hours. Sometimes she even mashed them together with sweet potatoes to make a side dish for roasted chicken, tasty and heart-friendly. For older adults, chestnuts can be seen as a gentler choice in the nut world, low in fat, rich in healthy energy, packed with vitamins and minerals, easy to eat, and easy to digest. If you are looking for a snack or light meal addition that is both delicious and good for your health, a few boiled or roasted chestnuts in the afternoon can be an excellent choice. Every moment you have spent watching this video is a gift you have given to your own health and your future. I truly believe that what I have shared today is not just information, but also inspiration for you to live a healthier, happier, and more meaningful life. Now, I would love to hear from you. Take a minute to think about what resonated with you most in this video. It could be a small tip, a valuable lesson, or something that changed the way you think, and share how you plan to apply it in your life from now on. Let us build a community where each of us is inspired and encouraged to move closer to becoming the best version of ourselves. If you enjoyed this video, type the number 1 in the comments so I will know today's content truly helped you. If you feel there is something that could be improved, simply type the word no, and I will take it seriously and work to make things even better. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you can always receive new videos that help you. Day by day, build a stronger body and a more fulfilling life. Thank you for spending this time with me today, and I wish you enough health and enough love to enjoy every precious moment of this life.